Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for kickoffs and kick-ons.
Alright! Swoople, duple.
Wow, what the fuck are we starting with me?
I think it's important that we just check you're okay before we get
I'm fine,
We'll
mate.
see if you're alive there, Swoop.
I'm here, aren't I?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're here.
You're
Now-
here, but you're not.
I don't know where my soul is.
Yeah.
All right, let me do me a little intro here.
Yeah,
G'day,
go on,
welcome
mate.
to KOKO. What you can hear in the background, they're the celebrations. We have literally just come off the Hong Kong Sevens. New Zealand have just defeated France 10-5, I believe. Congrats to the Kiwis. Not only did they just win the men's, they also won the ladies today. They got it done against USA. Hooray for New Zealand. Hooray for New Zealand. Now, we came here to slay the dragon. Just give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if we slayed the dragon, boys. For those of you listening, Drew is giving a thumbs down.
No.
Swoop a thumbs down. Hey, kids, have you been doing some corporate gigs today?
No, mate. What? How dare you accuse me of doing corporate stuff? I'm here for the podcast.
Because we lost you for a lot of the day. Were you? No, you just here for the podcast.
No, it's here and now.
Let me say this to you. Plenty of, I'm going to call them Meccas in the world of rugby union. There's the World Cup final. There's British and Irish Lions. There's Six Nations final, the Calcutta Cup. Maybe there's the Bledisloe. There's the Shoot Shield. All these amazing things you can do in rugby union. But gentlemen, I think now that I've experienced it, this is the one, right? Hong Kong Sevens.
What do you reckon? What's your? It's a big weekend, but what do you think? Like, how's this compare with, like at the stand-up show that you've done in front of 10 people, or? Like,
Similar in that when we're in the South Stand.
oh, Swoop! Didn't you love the South Stand?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
That was Swoop.
yeah.
So we've been here since Wednesday, and some days we've lost, some days we've found, and we've had a hell of a time. It's a big thanks to Hong Kong Tourism Board for flying us over here, along with Cathay Pacific. They're the major sponsor of this event, and also Ovolo Hotels for looking after us. It has been a hell of a 5 days. We're alive.
Yeah.
We are?
Yeah, barely. But look, it's been quite the experience.
So I will introduce you. You're Adam Ashley Cooper. Welcome. How are you?
Yeah, good, prof.
Yeah.
Good, mate. Where are we going with this?
Nowhere, mate.
Crack
You're on
on, mate.
edge. Why are you on edge?
I'm just ready to get on that bird. Get me on that flight.
Drewza, how are you? Drew Mitchell?
Yeah, not bad. Was doing well.
Oh, no, don't start.
I was doing well with my voice until
Now.
this morning. Yeah.
Drew's had a few problems, and obviously,
You're a real pig, mate.
I know.
Matt, corporate sweet giddo, how are you? Jeez, you were getting around today.
Yeah. It's been good. I think I had to carry the load today.
Oh.
The boys were a little.
Carry the load. Mate, tell you what you're carrying is excess baggage for all the cash you just collected.
No, I haven't
All
invoiced
these
yet.
bags. All these bags are your cash. So what did
that'd
we
be
do
nice.
while we were here in Hong Kong? We had a great time. Let me run through them quick. Sha Tin races on Wednesday. Do you remember that, boys? That was
Yep.
good.
It's great.
Couple of tips, couple of wins.
Pig feet soup.
Yeah, that was good.
What?
Yeah, you had a little tantrum actually.
Yeah.
I ordered the wontons, and they gave me the pig trotter soup kits. You would have been filthy.
Well, how did you say wonton? It sounds very pig trotter to me.
And
I
then
said,
he
number
somehow
6.
blamed it on Tommy.
Tommy ordered before me, and he ordered the pig trotters. And so the lady, they all, he wants the same thing.
But
so,
isn't that amazing that I didn't know about the pig trotters and I chose Tommy's outfit and he went as a pig for the
He is a
South
pig.
Stand?
Yeah.
Yes, we did the South Stand. That was on
Saturday.
Saturday. Thank you,
yeah.
boys.
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Yeah.
Fantastic. And we all picked outfits for each other. Also, we did the City Light Show on
Oh, that was amazing.
Thursday. Amazing, out in a junk boat. Just had the time of our lives. We climbed the peak. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, worked pretty hard. Well, the Uber did anyway, getting up that.
Goy, you actually did it, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I
kids
did
did
it
it.
just because it's an experience that you've got to do.
We'll do it next year.
That was definitely my favourite part of the trip, actually. After the last couple of days, just getting up to the peak at 9 o'clock this morning.
Yep.
It's great.
What did you do on Friday, Prof?
You tell me. What did I do on Friday?
You spewed about 10 times.
yes,
you didn't turn up to commitments.
Yeah,
and
the
then
old-
you left the footy.
The old Professorus lost Friday. That's good. That is... That's gone. And we do have our bags packed, and they are just off camera, and we are ready to go. But it's a great place to be. The other one we did was the night markets, boys.
Wow.
Stanley Street. We have had a hell of a time. At the end of this show, there is going to be... If you saw the episode in Melbourne, we did the Carnage at the end, the last 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So those of you listening to this, I don't think it will end up on the podcast, but get onto YouTube, and you'll be able to find the Hong Kong Carnage, which is... I think that's going to be about 3 weeks worth.
Yeah, I was going to say about 4 hours.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Merchandise, it's going to be up and running next Friday. Apologies. Once again, is that right? Ol, can you give me... Yes, Ol's giving me the thumbs up. Next Friday. So apologies again. We did sell out of the shirts very quickly. 500. We underestimated.
Oh, didn't we?
God, wasn't there some people out there wearing Schmitted in shirts today?
Didn't you swap yours?
Oh, I did, didn't I?
Yeah. What night was that?
I made a best friend on... What day was it?
Wednesday night.
Wednesday, Scottish guy.
I've got a photo of that at the...
Oh, we'll pop that up?
Yeah, we'll pop that up.
I'm filthy.
Insert now.
I need to get it back. There's only 8 of those made. Oh, we've had a time. Socials, where can you find us? Kick-offs, kick-ons on everything. So X, Twitter, it's the same thing. YouTube is kick-offs and kick-ons. Like and subscribe. And...
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Boys. We're going to do our regular segments. So we're going to get into how good with the sevens was and all that. But we'll just quickly do our, our superb rugby roundup segment. 4 games took place over the weekend. Obviously, Blues defeated the Force 50-3.
Yeah.
Wasn't close.
No. Disappointing, really.
Yeah.
Blues they're pretty sharp at the moment. They're going to be...
Does that put them top of the table?
I think the Hurricanes are
it's
probably still up there. Yeah, but they're sort of starting to find some pretty solid form.
Find some rhythm. Caleb Clark in really good form.
Western Force just signed Curtly Beale as well.
Wow.
I think
They've got a bye next week. Maybe we'll see Curtly play after that.
Are they last, the Force, at the moment?
No, they're going all right. They
beat the Reds, but I think that's their only win.
Oh, really? They are? Okay.
Yeah, no, they're going all right.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Let's keep it positive.
But they are. But being from Perth, that trip to New Zealand's tough.
Yeah.
It's an 8-hour trip when you're used to just the 3
Yeah.
hours. You know, the 4-hour difference, like we found here, the 3-hour time difference, it plays tricks on you.
Particularly when you're not turning left. You know, Perth to Auckland, cattle class.
Yeah.
Shit house.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been wonderful to have holiday swoop again for the last 5 days.
Yeah, I'm ready
We
to
won't
put
hear from him for a week.
Yeah, ready to put him away. He's done.
Rebels 41
It's
defeated the
done.
Drua 20. Yeah.
And the controversy in that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Wow.
Couple of shithouse moments in that game.
Yeah.
I would say huge brain farts like that elbow to the head, Lamani.
Yeah.
How you saw red. How many weeks do you reckon would he be expecting for that?
Oh, you've got to expect probably 10.
Man,
Minimum.
that's just off the back of me giving him a
That's
barbecue.
what I was going to
You
say.
did give him a barbecue.
Yeah.
Well, he wants to use it for the next 10 weeks when he's at home.
Yeah.
And then
That was like almost assault.
Yeah. But then we need to mention the fuckwit in the crowd.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And he's a fuckwit.
There's
And
no need for that.
no need for any of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
And
Oh,
also the
that's
headbutt. That's going to be another. He
Yeah.
might be going around for barbecues at Frank's place.
Yeah. We'll get on to that. We're going to do the Super Sizzler very soon. Hope you've got a Super Sizzler lined up, do you?
Yes, I do.
Fantastic. Chiefs 68 defeated Moana 12. Geez, there were some blowouts on the weekend, wasn't there?
Yeah.
To me, it seems like you're just reading and catching up on things at the moment. The rest of us knew.
Could you see that in my face?
Yeah.
Blowouts in the Super Rugby and the 4 of us over here.
Yeah.
A question on that one, Prof, because
here
you've
we
got
go.
the notes in front of you. Was
Yeah.
Damien McKenzie playing?
He didn't. He played the house down.
And that would tie nicely with your point, Drew.
Yeah, he adds a lot.
Adds a lot. What's the difference
I
between
don't
when
know.
he's
It's like 176 points for when he's playing and 36 or something for when
Is
he's
he,
not.
is he in your All Blacks 15, or is it too early to pick that?
Oh, he's definitely in there somewhere, wouldn't he be? Oh, it's a tough
Yeah.
one.
Well, I
Because
mean, we
Bodie's coming
spoke
back, isn't
to
he?
Dan Carter over here. He said obviously Bowden Barrett's coming back. There's that option. Then you've got Damon McKenzie. I don't know.
Well, is Richie Mwanga? He's not coming back because he's
No.
been killing it over there in
Yeah.
Japan. But I think Damien McKenzie's obviously the form 10 when he's there. We saw it firsthand in Melbourne. Like he attacks from everywhere. He's pretty electric. He makes just a big difference to the team.
I think it'll also depend on how Scott Robinson wants to play. Obviously, new coach for the All Blacks. Maybe he might want to play with a the attacking style of Damien McKenzie and a bit looser.
Now, that was a good tease as well. We do have Dan Carter coming up a little later in the show. Dan was nice enough to jump. He loves you boys. He'd do anything for you boys. I don't know what's going on there.
Just
Yeah,
good
Swoop.
people.
He loved Swoop. He had
does
that
love
time in
Swoop.
Japan together,
Yeah.
and he saw Holiday Swoop. As soon as you see Holiday Swoop, you can't let him go. When you see Swoop, that's what you love.
It's rose-tinted glasses, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, when you think back at the time with Holiday Swoop, it's good. But then when you're actually in the middle of it, you're like, just get me out.
I'm not like that.
Yeah.
I had that
I
last night.
love it. I'm like, even yesterday when we're walking up the, what was that street where all the bars are left and right? Is there a name for that street? After we did the night
Beale.
markets?
Peel Street, yeah.
Yeah, Beale Street. And you're playing those, you probably don't
Beale
remember
or
this.
Beale?
It looks like you're just learning for the first
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
like, watch me wind this guy
Just
up.
keep it light, mate.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, it's very light.
All
And you're
right.
like, oh, mate, mum's in trouble. I need your phone. you just kept trying to get someone's phone. And we worked our whole way, all the way up the street, and you never got a phone.
you have to
but I
watch the
love
Carnage.
Holiday Swoop.
Yeah, but Holiday Swoop's a real pig.
No, he's not.
He is, mate.
He's a bit of a pig. Not as
You're just
not as piggy as
consumer.
you, mate. You're a real pig.
Oh.
You're a huge pig.
Brumby's
What's
40.
with you, man, spreading right now? Like, you
I
couldn't
don't
get
know,
any
man. I'm just
wider.
comfortable.
Brumby's 40. Warwick
Plus, it's a
Stars
little hot.
16. We've chatted about this a lot on the show. DC, how's he looking? Your boy. Is he...
Well, I just reckon the Brumbies are playing some good rugby. Yeah, I mean, I love DC. I still think he's got so many things he can add. What I do want to touch on is James Slipper. He became the most
Yeah, I
capped
think, yeah.
178.
Super Rugby player as a front rower too. Like, that's no light work. George Gregan obviously as a halfback, he was still very good at what he did, but Slips, he's in the front.
And bear in mind, he also had 2 years out in the
that's
middle
right.
of all
Yeah,
that.
exactly
So, like,
right. Yeah,
he could
yeah.
have had plenty more.
Well, hey, this might be a good time to bring up the Super Sizzler segment brought to you by BEEFEATER. Another big thank you to BEEFEATER. Have we got
Hey.
we got the sign? Oh, it's right behind me there. BEEFEATER. You can get BEEFEATERs anywhere. Can you get BEEFEATERs in Hong Kong, boys?
Must, yeah.
You
of
must
course.
be able to.
Super Sizzler, brought to you by BEEFEATER. Life tastes better outdoors.
Who would like to go first with their Super Sizzler? It could be anyone or anything.
Yeah, right.
Ooh. This is tough.
I'm going to
one.
go Damien McKenzie.
Yeah, good.
I'll just lock that one in.
Yeah.
He can have a barbecue. Coming your way.
Does he have a barbecue?
Apparently he just ran out of gas. And so he threw the whole barbecue out. He didn't understand he could just refill it. So we'll send him a barbecue.
BEEFEATER to Damien McKenzie. Congrats.
Yeah.
Have you got a Super Sizzler?
Apart from your efforts over the weekend, Prof, can it be from this weekend
Yeah,
in terms
of
of the
course.
sevens
God,
tournament? I think Maddi Levi. Yeah, she was sizzling.
Oh, I thought we were doing a super.
Nice.
You can do whatever you want,
You,
Drew.
you need to listen to the intro. He said anything.
That's all right, mate. That's all right. But stay there.
David McKenzie, he's got a barbecue.
Maddie
Yeah.
Levi,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
she
take
was in
off
great form, and obviously Tegan Levi, and also we were fortunate enough to catch up with Maddie and Tegan's parents at the hotel.
But who else
Sounds
did
like
we
you're
catch
giving
up
away
with?
3 barbecues there, Swoop.
Could be. Let's just send them all to the Levi family.
How good are the Levi parents?
Can you get
Yeah.
beef eaters to the Gold Coast?
We can.
Everywhere?
We get a thumbs up over here. We can. We
Yep.
get BEEFEATERs. to
Jason
Gold
and
Coast.
Rochelle. Shout out.
Yeah.
Now, that's also a good tease. We caught up with, God, we had some bloody catch-ups this week.
Yeah.
Did we?
Maddi Levi and Charlotte Caslick. So that'll be in this episode as well. Goodness me.
That was a good fun chat.
It was.
Great chat.
Yeah.
Good girls.
Great girls. Super Sizzler from you. Gits.
Oh, I'm going to go Michael Hooper.
Yeah. 77.
Yeah, 77.
Oh, I like
that.
that. I really like
It
that.
took me a while to click.
Clever.
Well, I was like, 77. He's at 7, and he's doubled up on it. Not as lucky over here. They love the number 8, but still. 77, I think. He's been to a couple of tournaments, watched him. He was nervous. It would have been, obviously, I don't want to give too much away, but we spoke to him, and he's on, yeah, you guys, that was
Dude.
today, yeah. But just talking about just how nervous he was, and it was just good to actually get out there, experience it, because in your mind, you build up
Yeah.
a certain event or things to be a certain way. As soon as you get out there and experience it, and I thought he was great, and this will be really good for his confidence.
Yeah, a couple of crucial turnovers. You can see also how much his teammates got around him. That final turnover in the first game he played. Yeah, I mean he'll definitely grow from this experience for sure.
But he's a massive, vital part of the team too. Like
Yeah.
when they lost their semi-final, he didn't actually get on, but he was walking past us, and he's gone, listen, I'll come back to you. I'm just going to do the team huddle. So, like, the team first, they're all together, and then he came back and did the interview. But,
Do you know what I'm going to ask?
no, what are you going to ask?
Has he...
He's got a barbecue, but he
Oh,
begged me
does.
for a beef eater.
Oh, mate. He's in Manly as well. I'll drop it off on the way home.
I'm going to take my barbecue off Damon McKenzie.
Oh, you're doing a switch. Can
Yeah.
we get a switch on the Super
He just
Sizzler?
went and bought some
Yeah.
sausages.
I'll get the thumbs up.
Sorry to BEEFEATER, but they're going to give out 14
Okay.
BEEFEATERs because just New Zealand sevens winning the women's and also the men's. So less
He's
than
had-
14
he's had
over
3
there.
talks to come back for his.
Yeah,
That's tough.
That's a good one.
That's 28 BEEFEATERs. Can't be
Yeah.
14 because they've got reserves.
yeah, true.
We're sending
28.
BEEFEATER broke.
Absolutely. And I guess to finish also with the Super Sizzle, the Super W rolls on. Some interesting scores there. The Reds 17 defeated the Rebels 15. The Drua, they were 20 over the Brumbies 7, and the Waratahs 45 over the Force.
And they locked in the minor premiership as well.
So there you go. The superb W continues. People getting a little bit rowdy behind us. Drew's giving them the please
Yeah, I
be
just
quiet.
shushed them.
So let's keep rolling here. We don't have much time. We've got to get to the plane. Hong Kong Sevens. So let's start with the Aussies. Both of them bowed out in the semis, but the girls, they got the bronze.
Yep.
We sat here and we watched them. They were very unlucky against New Zealand in the semi-final,
Yeah.
but their push towards Paris continues.
Yeah, and big finish to win that game, the bronze medal game. Maddi Levi scoring right at the death to secure
Through
that
some
win.
great work through Faith Nathan.
Yeah, it was a good run actually. Yeah, they're building. Like it's, you know, when you listen to the chat we had with Charlotte Caslick and Maddi, they're obviously building towards the Olympics. Of course, you want to win every tournament you play in, but there's the bigger prizes at the end of this.
Hey, good shout there. Should we get to that interview now?
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah, so we went and chatted to them on Give Me the Day.
I wasn't here.
Thursday.
Thursday. Here's our little chat with Charlotte Caslick and Maddi Levi. Maddi Levi and Charlotte Caslick, Australian Women's Sevens, take 48.
Maddi Levi, Charlotte Caslick, and we got Swoop here, but I don't know how much we're going to get out of Swoop
Yeah,
today.
you're going to get 0.
Just off the top, what's going on with your voice?
Well, as you know, Drew, we're having a very good conversation at Joe Bananas last night. Loud music. You know, you had to kind of just lift the decibels a little.
Would you say the Hong Kong Dragon got you on day one?
No, there's no Hong Kong Dragon that got me on day
All
one.
right, enough about you. So, girls, obviously big tournament this weekend, Hong Kong Sevens. It's a flagship event in the calendar. How's preparation been?
Hang on a second. That was a really great question. Really good question. But where are the intros? Where are our intros? Prof, Tom? We didn't do it.
He had 8 hours on the flight to do something. Anyway, how's the preparation been, girls?
It's been good. I think we're ready to go. Slowly adjusted to this bloody humidity.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think we've been working hard, so ready to hit the paddock running tomorrow.
And just talk us through a little bit of like the scenario on Seven. So we're here at the team hotel, but am I right in saying all the girls' women's teams are here?
Yeah.
How's that? Like walking to breakfast and your rivals are right
And
there.
be honest, like, I wouldn't like it. We did it for a couple of seasons, didn't we?
Yeah, I think it's all we've ever known because we've only really ever played sevens. So ever since I've been playing, this has been the setup. Sometimes there's men and women at the same hotel, so that adds another dynamic in, especially to our group. I think it really lifts the spirits during the week. So
We'll leave that there.
I think it's like, all we've ever known. But it is, sometimes you make good friends in the other teams. There's some teams that we probably don't really talk to, but
We don't make friends.
Maddie makes more friends than I do.
Yeah.
I'm just a social butterfly. I feel like I could talk underwater, so.
Well, would I be right in saying one of those teams that maybe you don't get along with that well would be the New Zealand team?
Yeah.
They're your biggest rivals.
They're definitely our biggest rivals, but
I feel like the Frenchies.
I feel like, we have a bit of beef with the French girls.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
But like good beef.
Good banter.
Like Cote de Boeuf or other beef?
I don't know what that means.
Well, I want to know what the facilities are like here. Like, it's a big resort. I hate big resorts. Have you been in the pool?
Pool
Yes.
behind.
What's
yep.
the bar like? When's happy hour? Does it deliver?
4 to 6.
No
4 to
swim up
6?
bar.
Yeah.
Kazzy's all over
You've
it.
got your parents here as well. They've come over for the
Yes.
trip. How are
Yep.
they enjoying it?
Yeah, they're loving it. I think they've taken it a bit quiet this week. They're ready to hit the south stand. I said they'll be the ringleaders of that stand, booing us.
Have they got the costumes ready?
Yeah, I'm sure they definitely have something worked out.
Yeah.
Did you have any odd jobs growing up?
Odd jobs.
I worked
No.
at SeaWorld for a bit.
Wow.
Yeah.
What
That's
doing?
cool.
I was in the bar
Oh, yeah.
at 16.
RSA.
Yeah, I had an RSA. Quite rogue.
Well, what about like
Hang on a second. Charlotte, any
No,
odd
I
jobs?
feel like this is my first job.
Right.
Probably explains a bit.
Okay.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Maddie, now
you're getting a bit of a reputation for being a bit of an enforcer on the tour. You've seen the cheese a bit, a few yellow cards.
Yeah, same.
How's
reds.
preparation been around the tackle tech?
Yeah, as soon as I got the double red, I think Walshy thought it was funny to start lowering the heights of door frames and trying to put stuff in. So I had to crawl under every time and get used to it. But no, definitely at training, I've spent a lot of time on tackle tech and getting low and tackling around the legs. So it's paying off a little bit, but hopefully this time I can go with no cheese.
And this year as well, it's such a big one at the end of the 7 Series, Olympics in Paris. I know it's, you've got a job in the immediate term, but it's always hard to kind of not at least have an eye on what's coming up with such a big event. How are your feelings around the Olympics?
Yeah, we're feeling pretty good. We obviously started the season well, and we wanted to peak for Dubai, and then we want to peak again in Madrid, and then hold that to the Olympics. So although we want to win every tournament that we play, I think we're sort of training and aiming for the Olympics at the end of the day. So I feel like no one really cares what happens this season. It's all about Paris.
Did you have a favourite restaurant in your neighbourhood growing up?
I don't know. I feel like there was no restaurants in my neighbourhood growing up.
I feel like growing up I went to Meccas a lot.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Right. Thanks for the questions, Prof. Killing it, mate. Yeah. You got another one for me? What's your go-to karaoke song? Thank you.
Unwritten?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That was on. Yes.
We were talking about that on the flight on the way over here. It was on... I was watching, what is it, Anyone But You, the Sydney
I actually
Sweeney?
haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, right. So that song is sort of like... It plays a big part. And we were getting right into that on the plane yesterday. Right, that's your song.
Track.
Staring at the blank page before you open up the dirty window. Reaching for something in the... Okay, Charlotte, what about yours?
Maybe Country Girl, Shake It For Me.
Ooh.
Oh, how's that go?
Pretty much that.
Go on, give us a little bit.
Absolutely not. Maybe on Sunday night.
Well, I was going to say Sunday night. So you don't leave until Monday night. So after the tournament finishes Sunday night, hopefully all things going well, going out to celebrate. What's that look like?
Is it LFK?
LFK, yeah.
Joe Bananas was a big hit last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a live band last year, which was epic.
Yeah, there was a live band last night.
Yeah,
really?
it was sick. We got amongst that.
I like drinking on the streets here is pretty common too. Just ordering a drink at the bar and then going outside and just...
Yeah, you did that a fair bit last night, didn't you?
Went
Did
walkabouts.
Thanks, Drew.
So Sunday night's big night.
Yeah, Sunday night.
Did you go out with some of the opposing teams, or people that you're on tour effectively? Not all year, but with the different tournaments throughout the year. So I'm sure you get to know the guys and girls from the series. Is it like, do you go out and party together, or
No, if you win on Sunday, which you will, you can only select 3 other girls from your team. Who are you taking out?
Ooh.
Our team.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Bella Nasser.
Yeah.
Right.
She loves to just tap a card.
Oh.
Yeah, she's
okay,
good.
generous.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
one.
That.
Good friend
That's
to
a good
have.
one. Yep.
Besides us two.
Yeah.
Yep.
have to take.
You
Okay.
too.
Faith Nathan, if she's off her good behaviour.
Yeah. When she's not on good behaviour, she's good value.
Oh,
Really?
She's got a bit of an alter ego.
Yeah.
Oh.
Patricia. We haven't seen
Yeah.
Patricia for a while.
So if she's not on good behaviour, then definitely Faith.
And one more.
I feel like you'd have to take your sister,
That's
otherwise
what I
she'll
was
kill
gonna
you.
say.
But
Teagues, we can.
Teagues is sometimes
when she has a crack,
she's like our
alright.
mum, and she tries to drag us home.
Oh, she's a sensible
Yeah.
one.
But lately she actually has been at the past two. But when she doesn't have a crack, she pretty shit value.
It's good to have a sensible one, isn't it, Swoop?
Yes. You are my sensible one, aren't you? This trip.
Yeah.
Always have been.
Yeah, that's it.
Appreciate it, mate.
No, you're right.
Thanks, mate. Back to the girls.
Yeah. What have we got?
Have you ever wanted to live abroad?
I think I used to, but then all the travelling was sevens. Now I just can't wait to just be in Australia.
Right.
What do you miss most when you're on tour?
Food
The cuisines,
at home.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Not your cat?
Oh yeah, now
Oh.
Vivian. Yeah, Vivian.
Bad mum.
Yeah, but she's in good hands with Dominique back home.
Right.
She sends me video updates every day. I'm a helicopter mum. I ask every day what Vivian's been
Oh, really?
doing.
You get little video
Photos.
updates.
Videos,
Postcards
photos.
from home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. And
How'd you come up with the name Vivian for a cat?
I actually named her after Julia Roberts' character in Pretty Woman.
Oh, don't we
And
know that?
Yeah, I literally got her
Matt Gittel pulled off one of the all-time great Vivians at our
Yes.
40th birthday
Yeah.
party.
Yeah, I did see that. It was just after I got Vivian.
Yeah.
You were getting pretty handsy too with Vivian that night as well.
Vivian was looking good.
He
That
was.
What do you love about Hong Kong touring here?
I think like the actual tournament, like the energy in the stadium is hard to beat. But during the week, I think like the markets, the food.
Yeah.
I actually got my eyelashes done last night,
Oh.
and they
Cheapest.
I noticed.
were probably like
They
the
look
best
amazing.
ever. Yeah. So
5-star experience.
Yeah, right.
yeah, it was honestly like the best experience I've ever had getting my eyelashes done. Yeah.
We're going to fly over here just to get our lashes done now.
Cuisine, markets. You went out on the junk boats.
Yeah.
You did a tour. I saw that.
Pretty
How was
culture.
it?
It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Like, I think just seeing the skyline light up at night was pretty cool. And the temples as well. I think a lot of people have done, like, gone in around and looking at a lot of the culture, as you
Yeah.
said. So,
Any purchases? Like through the markets or
at
what is it?
YSL.
Louis Avalon?
Louis Avon.
Louis Avons.
Louis Avon and Louis Vuitton. They sell
Louis
Oh, right.
exact copies.
Oh, right.
Exact copies.
Just
at
missing a letter or
the
two.
ladies' market.
Did you
Have to go in with a level head. not
Did
like-
you give someone one of these bags?
Yeah,
Is there a
Mum
story?
still carries around the Louis Avon to this day.
No idea. No.
Oh, I had to spill the beans. I was like, oh, but before you get angry, it actually says Louis Vuitton. It's exact copy, I promise.
You just got to turn the bag so that
Yeah.
part's
I was
facing
like,
her.
if you show people, just show it from behind.
Well, girls, thank you so much for taking the time in your preparation just before the tournament kicks off. Release
you.
your inhibition, feel the rain on your skin.
There you go. Amazing girls. And that's
Fantastic.
So you're on fire in that chat.
yeah, you were.
Was I?
But that, like this guy, I reckon that's when Swoop works at his best.
Yeah.
And just two.
When he's flooded.
No, I just hit him with the Cosmo questions. I took your role, Gits.
Yeah.
It was very
I
good.
really enjoyed it.
And
Yeah.
you found the bar very quickly post-interview.
Hey?
Or was that you? Who found the bar within about
Oh,
three?
we went with the Levi's parents.
Levi's
Yeah,
parents.
they're already there.
That was wonderful. Now, the Aussie men, they went down in the semi. They went down to New Zealand. Both semis against New Zealand, 26-7. I think we might be now sitting fourth on the ladder. We'd have to double-check that.
The men's
We'll
is
get
pretty
Tom.
open.
It is, but in Hoops' chat, spoiler alert,
Ooh.
or was this off camera when he told you this? About
I don't know what you're about to say.
Isn't it?
about finishing third here was important.
Yes. Well, it's
Of-
just where you finish in each tournament. That's why they do the third and fourth playoff. So where you actually finish on the ladder at the end of the sevens determines how the pool works for the Olympics.
Yeah, right.
So you want to be high up so that you're playing easy teams in your pool and you can progress. Obviously, if you have a poor sevens season, even though you've already qualified, it's pretty.
Yeah, you get grouped with like two of the better nations
Exactly,
or something.
yes.
And then the men's final, which we sat across at your Sock Gen gig over there. Which
Gig?
was,
No, it wasn't gig.
Oh, you just know him, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for free, was it?
Yes.
Yeah.
When I was in France,
Okay. You
I knew Pierre and Fabrice and the rest of them.
10-7, a defensive affair. Was it 0-all at
Yeah.
half time?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nil-all.
I haven't seen that in sevens in a long time.
You've been watching sevens for a long time?
Did a few games this weekend.
Yes.
Mate, on Friday,
Let's not
you
do
sat
that.
in the stadium like
Let's
this.
not-
Yeah.
I
He was looking at his shoes.
no, because I like to
They're new
audibly
shoes.
listen to the game. I like the grunts.
The ref's ears.
Yeah,
You got
I-
those
We've got a
ones.
couple
Yeah,
of
I like
photos
it.
of that, Prof. We've actually got
No, I'm putting them up.
a nice sequence of Prof photos for the
Prof was fine on Friday.
Struggle Street Friday,
No, that's
so
not the
we'll
Prof.
insert them right now.
It's some
now?
other bald prick.
And his phone died.
Yeah.
Did you
I
check
don't
in with
reckon
your family?
My face was in any. Did my phone die? My face was in none of those, so they will not. You can't prove it. Hey, what a great time to bring up Dan Carter. Dan Carter was kind enough to swing by. Apologies, we aren't doing Dan Carter now. God, I'm rattled. Michael Hooper.
Yeah.
So, yes, the boys did wonderfully. As we said, finished fourth. Hoops was kind enough to give you some time, Gits.
He was. It was awkward because they've lost.
Yeah.
And we'd already organised to speak to Hoops. So they came off, everyone's walking past and, you know, I got the hat on and, you know, I'm a bit more of a party vibe. But you had to look like you. Obviously, you did feel for the boys and inside I felt sad, but maybe emotionally I looked like I was happy. But anyway, here comes Hoops. All right, here we are after the semi-final loss. Unfortunately, the Aussies got done. Hoops, how have you found the tournament? How have you found playing? You obviously saw a few of the games. It's your first time actually participating. How have you found it?
Yeah, really difficult. It's been really unusual, different to the world I've been involved in for so long. So a great challenge, like genuine festival atmosphere, off the field, on the field. You have to go from high, winning a game, come back down. You got another game in the afternoon. So it's an absolute roller coaster ride in terms of the 3 days.
And also being a little older, you're not old, you're not my age, but still, games back to back, a few games in one day. Getting back up, re-warming up, is that difficult? How are you finding that adjustment?
Mate, the calves are screaming, the Achilles are screaming. Look, I haven't had big minutes, so I've been able to manage pretty well. Like, I'm fresh, I didn't play in that game, so, we got one more left today. I'm pretty keen to get into it, but, it's not as overall grueling as a 15s match, but in terms of the tendons and everything, it's screaming.
And then the last one, you're talking about the atmosphere. How have you found Hong Kong? This is like the World Cup every year of sevens, like Hong Kong, the festival. Have you enjoyed it?
Oh, I absolutely loved it. The absolute crown jewel is the word or the term I've been hearing, but you'd know more than I would, mate. I saw the photos of you yesterday, all dressed up in the South Stand, looking really nice.
Mate, I didn't enjoy that at all. I would prefer to be playing than being out there in the stand.
Well, I hear you still can, so there's still time, mate. There's an Olympics coming.
We got a chance. Anyway, there's Hoops. Thanks, mate.
Thank you. Cheers.
There you go, Hoops. What an all-star cast on this podcast.
Yeah, we caught up with a few others as well. I don't know where that's going to be, if it's in the Carnage piece.
That will be, yeah. So for all you South African fans.
Carnage piece.
Oh, I know. So you got to remember, we're at the Sevens. The noise, you can hear it right now. It's pretty busy, pretty loud. So for you South African fans, the boys caught up with Victor Matfield.
Schalk Burger.
Duane Vermeulen.
Duane. As the
I
prof
never
keeps
said
calling him,
Duane.
because he reads Duane, and there's
No.
keeps calling him Duane.
No.
So please stop calling him Duane. Duane didn't say anything. A lovely fella, but I reckon he would have left saying, who's that prick, eh?
There's some big humans.
I
out there.
caught up
Oh,
with
my God.
Campo off camera.
And how did that go for you, Drew?
Something we said in the previous iteration of the pod, he got upset with me about. So I just went out of my way to go and apologise.
Okay.
Anyway.
You're a good guy. Yes, so stick around for the Carnage for that. But before we get to the Carnage, as we spoke about at the start of this podcast, there is a man, probably the number one, the biggest rugby superstar in the world, and he just loves you boys. Particularly you, Swoop. He's just got a real affinity. Your time in Japan.
Yeah, with DC, yeah. I mean, you know what it's like. I mean, we played against DC for so many years, probably on the less fortunate side again with most of those encounters. But, obviously when you play against someone for so long, you get to share the field with them, but on the same side, you can connect in a different way. And obviously we're all there in Japan, living in the same block, a bit of like a Melrose Place setup, actually.
Yeah, right.
Although he was in the penthouse where Gitz would...
Who was Luke Perry? Is that Luke Perry? Was he in Melrose Place?
Yeah.
I'm thinking 90210.
No, it's not a 210.
That would
That
be
is
better.
Melrose Place.
Is it?
They lived in Melrose Place.
Yeah, but it's not the show, Melrose Place.
No, but that's... Of course. Anyway, yeah, mate, great guy. He had a bit of holiday DC about him there. He was in Japan, but he wasn't without the wife. He was without the wife and kids, but yeah, good fella, good lad. We like DC.
Anyway, so just for...
DC's one of us.
Oh, mate, yeah. Can he invest in the pot?
I think he might.
I think he can, but I don't think he wants to.
So just for context, it's Saturday morning when we interviewed him. So there might be a moment, you're about to cut to this interview and you're going to go, Jesus, what are they wearing? We were about to go into the South Stand. Anyway, here is Dan Carter. Joining us now, it's a man that's played a bit of rugby. It's Dan Carter. Dan, hello, how are you?
I'm good. I feel a little bit underdressed, to be honest. I feel like I should slip out back and put on something a little bit more Hong Kong Sevens appropriate.
What have you come as today? This is great.
Today I've come as
a World Rugby Hall of Famer.
Great outfit, mate.
Nailed it.
What brings you to Hong Kong? Obviously, there's the tournament, but is there somebody else that's brought you here?
Oh, yes. It's the rugby, obviously. Here to help promote Hong Kong. Doing some work with HSBC as well.
Feels like we're on different itineraries.
Yeah.
We've been stitched up.
I think you stitch yourself up, to be honest.
Yeah, and to be honest, we actually don't mind getting stitched up. We're obviously going to get into the South Stand. Will they see you in the South Stand at any point?
Yeah, I've already been there the last couple of hours.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, man, seriously, I need to drink a lot more before I enter the South Stand. Just looking across, it looks so much fun. I'm keen to know how long you guys last there. So good luck.
You mentioned you're here for the Hong Kong Tourism Board. I can see that underneath this, you're part of the Red Polo Gang. Is this your first gig with the Red Polo Gang?
Oh my God, second gig. So yeah, I got initiated in Dubai end of last year. And
All right.
it was my first Hong Kong Sevens.
Okay, so you've obviously been here a couple of times. In terms of being in Hong Kong, Hong Kong's renowned for building a lot of memorable moments. Have you built any memorable moments yet? Because I know the Prof has a couple already, right? Particularly one in Macau, but it's not about him. It's about you. Is there anything that you can call on about Hong Kong that you can share about us?
Have I tamed the dragon? Have I tamed the dragon?
Have you tamed the dragon?
A lot of people have tried to tame the dragon, and my first Hong Kong Sevens I tried, and I gave it a good nudge, and I could not tame the dragon. And they're not memorable moments, to be honest. They're the ones I actually want to forget about.
Yeah.
So, been there, done that. Slightly different itinerary this year.
Was that off the back of playing in a Hong Kong Sevens tournament, or?
Oh, geez, no, I was far too slow to play any Sevens rugby. I came as a fan, actually. I had a brother and sister-in-law living in Hong Kong, so we came up and visited them for a Hong Kong Sevens. So we got in amongst it, had a lot of fun, and have been a couple of times since.
Now, Dan, we're going to talk a few things with you today, if that's okay. We also wanted to chat superb rugby at the moment, and in particular your Crusaders. Mate, what's happening? 1 and 5.
God, listen to it.
What's going on down there?
Yeah, we love making history, the Crusaders, so it's going to be the ultimate comeback of all time. Everyone's writing us off. Tough start to the season. A lot of injuries, obviously. Rob Penny sort of coming in. But I've got a feeling they might upset a few teams later on in the competition when they get a few players back. But, mate, so good for the competition, isn't it? Just to share it around a little bit more. They've been a bit greedy over the last 7 years. So, a lot of people were starting to switch off from Super Rugby because, Crusaders are so dominant. So, we care so much about rugby in the game and Super Rugby that we thought we'd share it around a little bit more this year.
It's weird to hear you say, in a context of the Crusaders, that they're going to upset a few teams because they've just never really been in a position where they're underdog status. But has your phone... Have you got a missed phone call or something from Rob Penny? Could you be strapping him back on?
Absolutely not. No.
You still do a fair bit of kicking, I see.
Yeah, I love kicking. It's like meditation for me. It's weird. A lot of people, when they finish playing rugby, that's them and done. But in terms of trying to make a tackle, bugger that. But a bag of rugby balls down at the park, AirPods in. For me, that's my meditation. It's what I love, and it's something I've always done as a young kid and continue to do until I can't anymore.
Nice. I know you're still doing a lot of work in rugby, also rugby league. I think we spoke about it last time. We caught up over the Lazy Susan. You're here in Hong Kong. Not so long ago, you were in Japan. Back in Kobe, working with the Steelers. Can you take us through that and how that was to catch up with a couple of the old boys?
Oh, it's so good. Obviously, we've got a lot of memories in Kobe, so went back to see
a bit of Don.
Don. Remember old the mother at that place?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Last time we were there, you had her on the shoulders.
I did.
Was that you or me? I couldn't remember. I think it was you. You had her on the shoulders.
For the sake of the pod and your marriage, she was on my shoulders.
She remembered. She remembered it. She was asking about you, actually.
Oh, of course she was.
Yeah, so it was good to get back to Kobe and the Steelers because I haven't been back since the pandemic. So the pandemic hit. I raced back to New Zealand before they closed the borders and ended up retired from rugby. I've been back to Japan a couple of times, but never to Kobe. So I do a little bit of coaching Japanese children 2 or 3 times a year. Been doing that for 3 years, but to do one around the Kobe area was awesome, and to go back and see the team. I'll tell you what, they must have been paying you and I far too much because their new facilities are incredible.
Really?
Oh my goodness. New gym, new training sheds, everything. They've really splashed out. So
I was just there for the life experience, mate. I wasn't there for the cash. So,
hey Dan, how long did you play with SWOOP at Kobe?
Oh, too long, mate.
And how often would you meet Holiday SWOOP? Was he
once or twice? Dane was Dan. Carts was on. DC was on his best behaviour. But, Holiday SWOOP came out every now and then. But no, it was a great experience, wasn't it?
It's a great experience. Holiday SWOOP was there most weekends.
He took me down yesterday, Dan. I don't remember Friday because of Holiday SWOOP the night before.
Yeah, what was that party trick used to do with the scuba diving
down
at River Mall?
That's right. I'll put the tanks on followed by the mask, and then I'll just fall back, plank. You'd have to land it straight on your scaps. Otherwise, it just wouldn't work, right? But
Problem the little river was about 10 centimetres deep of water, so I still got a scar on my chin trying to do a belly flop into it.
Now,
that's right. I forgot about that.
Oh,
Get us back on track.
all right, sorry,
Yeah,
yes, All Blacks.
sorry,
Sorry,
mate.
mate. All Blacks. Big year for them. They take on England. Obviously, that's just for them to warm up and get ready because Australia's going to beat you guys. So, let's start with England. What's that series going to be like?
Yeah, it's actually a huge series for the All Blacks with a lot of the changes within the All Black environment, new coaching group led by Scott Robinson. There's a lot of excitement, a lot of anticipation around the changes that he will make. Lost a lot of experienced players, so there's going to be a lot of young guys coming through wanting to put their hands up. So that's a really key series for the All Blacks and Scott Robinson in particular, just to stamp his mark on the style of rugby that he's wanted to be playing. And, obviously England, under I guess a little bit of pressure, will really want to, finish their year strongly by trying to come down to New Zealand and upset the All Blacks.
Who's going to be the number 10 there, mate, for the All Blacks?
Well, you got Bodie coming back, so he's re-signed a long-term contract, so you got experience there. Damien McKenzie has really lit up Super Rugby and what he's done for the Chiefs in this first half of the season. He'll be right up there as well.
It's interesting you say that. Drew, you're saying on the way over the influence of Damien McKenzie playing and not playing.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly the number, but like the attacking points for when Damien McKenzie's playing is like 170 odd points, and then when he's not been playing, the Chiefs score like 30 or something. So like it's crazy the type of influence he can have.
Yeah, he's really well suited to Super Rugby. The game's a bit more open. So honestly, it all depends on the style of play that Razor tries to implement. You got two probably slightly different styles in Bodie and DMAC, but there's one player that can open up a game, and that's Damien McKenzie. Just his ability to play off the cuff, read the game, his natural ability to just back his instincts.
So we've just obviously covered some pretty big names, in reference to potential 10s for the All Blacks coming up. Damien McKenzie, Beauden Barrett, Dan Carter. Speaking of names, if you could name your favourite home appliance, what would it be?
The Thermomix.
Thermomix.
I live and breathe them.
Yeah.
And I saw you actually.
I've got one.
Gratitude.
Yeah,
I've got one as well.
Yeah.
I don't have
You got a
one.
new one.
And if you could name him,
when you get married.
Uber Eats. Name him.
give him a name. Give a name to the Thermomix. What would it be?
Stanley.
Stanley. I'd love to know where Stanley comes from.
Have you got a name for your Thermomix, Swoop?
No, I don't actually. You kind of
Give
just
us
put
one.
me on the spot
Give us
there,
one. You put me on the spot.
I'd probably say Toots.
Toots.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Nickname for the wife.
Yeah, I know.
Now, from appliances, let's talk Wallabies. Perfect segue. Since we spoke to you last, Joe Schmidt has been appointed. We're pretty excited over there in Australia. Do you know Joe? Is he going to save Australian rugby?
I know Joe. I actually played golf with him about a week before the announcement. Gave nothing away whatsoever.
Wow.
And I saw the announcement, I was like, mate, come on. You got to give me some kind of insight. Nothing. But he's a world-class coach. He showed what he's capable of with Ireland and was hugely well-respected. I spent a bit of time with the All Blacks last year, and they just loved Joe and the way he really challenged the players in particular, really questioned them and pushed them to be the best rugby players they possibly can. So he'll have an impact. He's a great coach. Wish him well, but obviously not too well.
We've got a bit of a catch cry that the Wallabies are going to Schmidt it in. So if you wouldn't mind just looking down that barrel and say Joe Schmidt will Schmidt it in for the Wallabies.
Joe Schmidt hopefully won't Schmidt it in for the Wallabies.
What about Mike Cron? He's the other appointment.
Mike
Cron's just been announced as well.
Oh,
So-
mate, he is awesome.
Is he?
Crono was part of the All Black setup. My entire All Black career, hugely well respected. Not that I know much about scrums or forward play, so I didn't work that closely with Mike, but his experience and knowledge will be so valuable for the Wallabies. I know the scrum was an area that we really tried to target the Wallabies. And, you know, if you get dominance there, it often flow on to some good momentum. So, you know, he's a huge huge signing. Jeez. But, you know, you've had world-class New Zealand coaches coach the Wallabies before.
Yeah, I know. But
Maybe it's an inside job again.
Oh, no. Yeah, again. Yeah. Another double agent.
Desi, ain't easy being Desi. We've got Joe Schmidt, Mike Ron, and I know you've worked with a couple of Aussie players already. I think you did a video call with Tane Edmer, young Waratahs town, which is obviously, you know, great from you.
Yep.
Any chance that, you know, you could share a little bit more love for the Wallabies? Any chance if Schmitty asked you to come along and said, hey, come into Wallabies camp, we'd love to know, you know.
I'll stop you there, mate. No.
Yeah.
You're really
Not
dragging
happening?
that out.
Not happening?
Not a chance. Not a chance. Although I'd be a horrible coach, so maybe it's actually not a bad thing. Like
Only if it's
come
KOKO
over.
podcast related, right?
Oh, okay, yeah, maybe you guys can can sponsor me.
Yeah.
What about DC if we just got you across to help against the Lions? Because, you know, where there is an Anzac test.
No, that's
So
probably the one time I would be supporting the
we all want to
Wallabies.
be in that area of the world.
Yeah,
Maybe just for that night.
That Trans-Tasman team they're putting together.
Yeah,
that'll
that's
be quite
in
interesting.
Adelaide. That'll be a good one. Would have liked to see that after the series, though, so all teams would have been at full strength.
Let's look ahead of that just quickly. The split in terms of All Blacks, Wallabies, as it stands today, what does that split look like? And answer it honestly, Drew. Would they actually try and make it as fair as possible?
I mean, I think fair is whoever deserves it. I mean, it shouldn't be a quota of each team. It's just whoever's in form. Obviously, you know, with us being 10th in the world, 9th or 10th in the world, and the All Blacks being up in the top 3, like, it's going to be heavily swayed towards the All Blacks, and so it should. But I think we'd probably have a look at a few positions, maybe 3 or 4 across the 15 and maybe another couple on the bench. But it's probably just reflective of where both teams are at the moment. But I think it's a good concept moving forward. And you know, hopefully after the Schmidt influence, Cronny and Laurie Fisher and the coaching staff they're putting together, that in future years we'd see a bit more of an even balance.
And DC on that coaching list, you forgot.
Yeah, of
DC,
course. Yeah, sorry.
What else are you going to do here while you're in Hong Kong? Do you want to come out tonight with us? We are going to push the boat out.
No doubt about it. I've been avoiding you guys all weekend, and you finally trapped me.
We said come up to the kids section.
Oh my goodness. I don't know, actually. I've got a few commitments.
It sounds like you don't want to catch up with us.
Jeez, I love you guys. Don't get me wrong. And I do feel underdressed, but I've got a bit of work to do to catch up to you boys tonight. But now, there's one thing I do love about the Hong Kong Sevens is the amount of former teammates, opponents. You're running into former players all the time, and it's always good to catch up over a beer. So yeah, it could be available.
When do you fly out?
Sunday night.
Oh, same. We'll see you at the airport in the lounge.
No.
Yes.
Oh no, there was a test. Actually, I'm going to go home and change my flight. So I'm flying home tonight.
What about just a tip on who's going to win the men's and the women's here? And then I think once this goes to air, we'll know the results. So we'll know how much you know.
Okay. The men's, who's looking good? All Black Sevens started the competition well, and South Africa. Probably the two teams that I'm picking, and obviously the All Black Sevens going all the way. A lot of history here in Hong Kong. And the women's, New Zealand and Australia in the final.
DC, just really quickly, what's it like being seeing Michael Hooper getting his debut for the Aussie Sevens?
Yeah, it was awesome. You know, for him to show that kind of courage to test himself, and effectively it's a different sport. I'm sure he's have to drop a few kgs, fitness levels. So to see him, work so hard, and then to get a chance to run out the Hong Kong Sevens yesterday was, even as a rival, I was really proud of him. And that turnover at the end of his first game was awesome to see the smile. So I wish him well. Hopefully we'll see him at the Olympics later on in the year.
DC, thank you very much.
No worries, Prof.
I'll let you go. Thank you. Good to
Thanks,
see
mate.
you.
Good to see you.
Let me ask you this, gents. Is he the greatest All Black ever on and off the field all round? So, yeah? Is he your number
He's
one?
in a conversation, surely.
Yeah.
There's been some great All Blacks, obviously, and you don't want to off the cuff disrespect anyone, but Richie's up there.
Yeah, I think just the fact that he's in that conversation, it's almost like the basketball Jordan LeBron errors and all that stuff. There's so many things to take into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was an unbelievable competitor, super tough to play against. But he also enjoyed himself off the field. So he's a hard man to hate. I still found time to hate him, back then. But he's a great fella, he is. He's definitely in that conversation.
Now, what you can hear currently, I think, coming through the speaker in the room is it's a kick-out notice.
Yeah, it's an evacuation.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it is.
So how long can somebody give an update? We got 4 minutes according
kick
to
out
Ollie.
so we can kick on.
It is, absolutely. Hey, all that's left to do is to introduce the Carnage. It was a lot of fun here, and we thank all those people that paid for us to come here.
Yeah.
And hopefully they do again next year. If not, we had a bloody blast.
We had a great little meet and greet at the Ovolo as well.
We did.
Thanks to everyone who came out and spent the afternoon
There's like
with us.
75 people that showed up.
Didn't you ask him? You said, "What are you doing here?" And they're like, "Oh, we're here to see you guys." Like,
you were doing the same.
Podcast.
We were both walking around.
No, mate, that was just you. You couldn't believe that everyone turned up for us.
Yeah.
Have you? You don't watch back what we do you?
No.
Okay. Anyway, so we're just got to get to the Carnage. Come over here. Come to Hong Kong.
Bit nervous about this Carnage. I didn't like the Carnage in Melbourne. Are we going to have final approval and final say on what's...
Of course, yeah. Swoop gets final approval.
Of course.
Yeah.
So if you were listening to the podcast right now, we suggest you go and you log onto YouTube at Kickoffs and Kick-Ons because we're about to show the Carnage. Doesn't really work well on audio, boys.
No. Definitely a visual.
Yeah. Maybe if you're in the car, pull over and log in and like and subscribe. So if you're not going to pull over and watch it, then...
Watch it later.
Good shout. We are at Kickoffs and Kick-Ons.
About to get the driver out of the airport.
Okay, great.
And I'm going to say this. I'm not going to go through the cocktail list on the way home.
Do you know we did that on the way here?
I did. I saw the Instagram story.
Yeah.
I said, ooh, gee, Biv's pissed. What I liked was Ollie then throwing it up saying, you've got holiday swoop. What do we call Biv when he's away? And I think Biv.
You know what we were thinking? One was holiday droop. So you've got holiday
that's the
swoop
morning
and holiday droop.
That's
the morning.
He gets a bit of droop about him after a few.
That's it. Like and subscribe at Kickoffs Kick-Ons or at Kickoffs and Kick-Ons. We love you all. Go Hong Kong. Hooray. Give us one.
KOKO!
Oh,
It wasn't bad.
can you give us
I
one?
was expecting was KOKO!
There we go.
Gets?
No.
Go on, Yeti.
Okay.
KOKO! Yeah!
Here is the adventures of Holiday Swoop in Hong Kong.
Morning, Jimbo. Arriving in style.
Hey, that's how we do it.
Nervous?
Yeah, pretty nervous. But I'm excited.
Oh, good.
Come on, bro, let's do it.
Two to go. They've got us up the nice end of the plane. Thank you, Cathay. I'm pumped. I'm ready to go. Second time in business class. Ooh, swoop.
I'm so pumped. I bought myself a bat phone.
Burner.
That is Holiday Swoop 101. Yeah, I'm a bit nervous. Very excited. But let's see what the next few days will bring. And we've Gitz has been in the weights room and he's bulked up a bit.
Sorry, Gitz. Your spot's gone, mate. Cheers.
Okay, so all settled in my seat, Cathay Pacific Business Class. Thank you very much to the great people at Cathay. Just looking at the dining menu, the drinks menu. I've got a Bloody Mary on the way, actually. It's very suitable. Early morning drink. Watching the in-flight entertainment. This is what I've chosen today. How to have sex. Look, it's educational. I'm just relaxing, really. I'm just enjoying the time, just being laid out.
Just on my way to Hong Kong. Check out this. I emailed ahead just to let them know what I wanted for lunch. Check that shit out. Beef brisket with tendon with noodle soup. The brisket's in there.
So we've just got off the plane, Cathay Pacific, well done, thank you. We're Ovolo Hotels, we're here. We're about to go to Sha Tin Races.
Not Sha Tin. Sha Tin.
Sha Tin.
Fancy finding this here.
And old Drew's has got a couple of tips from...
Yeah, I got a couple of tips for the races tonight.
A couple of juicy tips.
Yeah, one roughie, a couple of sure things.
Plenty of value. Good to see I'm dressed for the races.
Oh, yeah.
You're more wine races.
Sousa's come from a 2.
Yeah.
Mate, it's holiday swoop, not work swoop.
What is it?
Mate,
corporate.
you know what they say, 2 birds, 1 stone.
And that's the production crew over there, and they're not allowed to talk on camera.
We're halfway to Sha Tin Races and Drew's realised he's forgotten his phone at the hotel.
Yes, please.
Lost his phone. The reason Drew needs his phone, he doesn't need to ring people, but that's where the tips are.
Misplaced my phone. Poor start.
So we've got a car of what, like 54 people?
54 sweaty people. We got to go back. Yeah, I'm sorry, fellas. Okay, thank you so much for that.
You okay, Drew? Is there anything you want to say to everyone?
I'm just a bit disappointed in myself, to be honest. I'm gonna go get some beers for the boys. I come bearing gifts. Boys, please forgive me.
Fellas, should we go to the races?
Yeah, let's do it. Everyone got everything? Fuck.
Good acting, Sweet.
Ride him, Drew. Bring on. Yes.
Get out.
No, you don't have it. One's got it.
Oh, you bastard. Get out of my face.
We're going to have to go again.
Hey, was the 8 in there? I ordered the pig trotters and they're great. Try some.
No, thank you. I didn't order them. No, I'm fine. Thanks. I might have some of your soup though. That's fantastic.
I technically ordered the wontons and the lady gave me the pig trotters.
Boys are back in the winners list.
Yeah, got the dub. Got the win and also the Quinny. Oh, you ripper.
Okay, we'll work, bro.
Is it the
Oh, jeez.
Oh! What happened?
You know, got too much, it falls out.
Grazie. Cheers, mate. Yeah, let's go. Bad great day to be a Corona you.
We had a fun night. You left a bit early, Viv.
Yeah, I just was trying to save the voice a little bit of prep. I know it's probably not going to be there on Sunday, but I'm doing my best. So you've actually lost your voice a bit.
Yeah, I don't know, it's contagious, but don't know why. But I lost my voice, you lost your shirt.
Yeah, I gave it to some bloke. We were best mates for a night.
All right.
We're going to, where are we going? We're going to the tens. Follow us, Hugo, we're going.
Come on, mate.
Here we go. Apparently there's a sausage sizzle here. You told me there was a sausage.
You're ruining my shot, mate.
Apparently there's a sausage sizzle. I just went to a bachelorette party up on level 23. So we're going here. I went to that one. And all the girls cheered. They thought I was going to take my kid off Hugo, but...
Did you?
I did. Handsome, fugly.
Just a bit of a meet and greet with some fine people here in Hong Kong.
Is that too close?
That's way too close. You'll see all the bad skin.
Obviously Drew forgot his phone last night. I forgot my passport tonight. And so we need to get on this junk boat in... How long, Ollie?
3 minutes.
3 minutes, but we're 15 minutes from the harbour.
For everyone.
We've got the seat with the pole right in front of him. Why can pirates never finish the alphabet?
They miss the R?
Because they spend too much time at sea.
So,
tell them, Drew.
We're all locked in, one team, one dream, all that shit. And the professor has a headache. And he's decided that he's more important than the rest of us. And he's hurting more than the rest of us. And we've had to go on without him. He's like, no, I'm too tired, I'm sleeping, I'm sick. It's fucking rubbish.
Yeah.
We're off him. So now we're going to get his costume for the South Stand. And we're going to fucking stitch him up.
And I wouldn't be surprised if he's on Flight Centre right now looking at flights out of here because he's a pansy. It's first grade wanker behaviour.
You know what it is? It's rugby league behaviour.
Oh, zing.
Yeah.
Alright, here we are, Pottinger Street, fancy dress. This is my shit. So what we're going to do, you pick a name, and then what's it go? You buy for them. You got to buy for them. That'll be
too good.
Don't look. Oh. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look.
Oh.
It's the coward.
Fantastic. He's fucked.
Gives us squid.
No one look.
Okay. Still rolling.
Right, so I'm drawing for the coward. Refused to turn up. Made his cab.
Stop it, mate.
No, you
Nice.
Swoop, because he enjoyed the junk boat last night so much, he's going to be our little sailor with his little blonde wig.
Thank you.
And I think his hips will look amazing in this.
I've gone, I don't know if I'm wanting to pick this one. Like, what do you call it? A jester?
Call it a jester. Yeah.
Jester.
My best price for you.
Would that fit me?
Oh, look at it.
Yeah, wow. And I guess I got a wig and run away.
Hugo doesn't know this. Tommy's filming, so I've got him. And because he's an artist, it's going to be good filming. Mona Lisa, baby.
G'day guys, Swoop's behind the camera, so this is probably going to be shit. I'm Hugo, you don't usually see me, but today I'll be buying for gits, and I'm feeling that.
All the same, the milk bottle, you see?
Beautiful real milk bottle.
Thank you.
He's a little baby boy, so we're going to get him a little baby with real milk inside.
This is going to annoy Tommy, but also it covers him up. There's a blower. He's going to be very hot. So that's what I'm thinking for Tom.
I think this might be it for Drew.
Right, so I think I've landed on something for the prop. The problem is, I would love to be wearing this myself. However, I don't think he'd be comfortable in that. So that's what we've got at the moment. The accessories, I'm going to need to talk to him about the guards.
Got one, yeah. Are you asking for this? Legal. Yes,
Yeah,
legal.
does that come?
Legal.
I think a little bob will make him look older.
Get up, mate.
So I believe it's Saturday is what they tell me. It's the big dress up day here at the Hong Kong Sevens. We're just arriving at the stadium here, and the plan is I think we're going to have a big old chat to Mr. Dan Carter, and then I think the south stand, which is this end here, we're going to rip in and hopefully cheer the Aussies on, eh?
How are we, Gets?
We're here. The lobby at the hotel was interesting. Big family there, about to head out for lunch.
Excited for South Stand?
Excited, love it. Dressed up, how can you not be? space. I need a drink in space.
So this is the South Stand at the Hong Kong Sevens. Yeah, if you're looking for fun.
Yeah, but we recommend it.
G'day, Shagger.
Thanks, mate.
Jesus, that neck.
That's a neck. It's a big neck.
It's like a staffy.
What I say about big neck?
Tell me what's going on here.
And we're done. Corporate bits is back.
So we just did the South Stand. SWOOP got filthy because he didn't want to leave because he's a dirtbag. We've got corporate kits has just arrived. He's I was told corporate, and this is what rugby union people wear.
Okay, so apologies first and foremost for the audio, but I couldn't pass up catching up with a good mate of mine, former teammate, dual World Cup winner, former Toronto teammate, Duane Vermeulen. Yeah, bro, my brother. So great to see you, bro. What brings you to Hong Kong?
Oh, the Sevens.
Whoa, wait. What about that voice? You're broken already.
Yeah, I kind of lost it on the first night. A little bit of incoming aggression,
yes.
I would say. It's my first time in Hong Kong at the Sevens, so obviously, yeah, having a tough time keeping up with the time.
With the chaos.
Yeah, chaos.
Yeah. Mate, so how's life now? Footy's done. What's life look like for Duane Vermeulen?
I don't want to go away from rugby just quite yet, so obviously, step away as a player, but I want to give back to the youngsters. So I'm involved with SA Rugby.
Yeah.
A little bit with the seniors, a little bit with the under-20s. So I'm a Moby coach, if that makes any sense.
Okay, how good. Okay, there's been a lot of chat. Who's the best, number one in the world, Ireland or South Africa? In your opinion, who is the best in the world?
It'll be the two top teams, I would say, coming up against one another in June.
Yeah, sure.
So after that.
No, not asking you about after. Who's the best now?
Well, we obviously.
Yeah, of course. So just say it. You're a two-time. Say it.
Oh, I just want to be nice.
Oh, of course. Don't be nice. You weren't nice when you played.
I'm not arrogant, man.
I know. I'm just trying to get a little bit of a grab there for our podcast. Yeah, give us a shout out, kick offs and kick ons.
Oh, guys, it was fantastic to see one of my favourite players. Have a good time. Hope it's a fantastic podcast and it's a fantastic vibe out here in Hong Kong. See you soon.
We're going to go tame the dragon. Let's go.
Okay, so Australia's playing South Africa right now. What about this, folks? Look at this. Two of the all-time greats, Schalk and Gits, having a beer, watching that. That's pretty fucking awesome. Just me? I think that's pretty fucking awesome.
Here we are, Hong Kong Sevens. I've got a couple of legends here. Victor Matfield, Schalk Burger, World Cup winners. Start with you. You were the Barbarians captain that I had way back. How does this week compare to our Barbarians week?
I think it's pretty close. So it's been good the last 2 weeks. I don't have a voice. But I think that Barbarian week was special. I think most brilliant players. There's only one way to beat the All Blacks as a Barbarian. if you've got the best 9 and 10 in the world. We had Furi de Pre, we had Matt Kid our 10.
We
How
had
do we lose
we had
against
50%.
it? How do we lose against
Yeah.
it? There's no chance.
What a leader. And then Schalk, you were involved in that week.
I was there as well. With Nick Millett.
That's right, Nick Millett, the jersey presentation.
And at Rocky Elson, which we didn't pitch up for any training, he was on his own mission. I think that's not standard. Georgie Smith. That's my loose line combination. I was plugged in at number 8, and me and Georgie just proceeded to have 4 o'clockers on 6 days in a row. Beat the All Blacks. We played golf, Victor, on the Friday night. And Faruda Priya had a panic attack. So we, like in that year, we were privileged. We beat the All Blacks 3 times in the Tri-Nations. So this was paying for 4 on the balance.
And
Faruda Priya is a great golfer, but he had a mild panic attack, saying like, how arrogant am I to get to go on the bus 4 days in a row and you're playing a test match on Saturday.
But remember the jersey presentation. Remember the jersey presentation.
I remember with Drew.
Drew, it's like, just don't fucking drop the first ball that goes up. What happened to the first ball? You didn't touch it. It dropped next to you. First ball went up. You didn't touch the ball. And after that, you played very well. But the first ball you didn't touch. You went up, didn't touch the ball.
I got to ask. They've asked me to ask. So at the moment, there's lots of chat around Ireland's number 1 in the world. And South Africa's the world champion. Who is number 1?
Ireland's number 1 in the world. They haven't made the semi-final. The World Cup yet.
So who's number 1?
It's easy.
Who is it for?
It's just South Africa.
Singtown? We're at Singtown.
Jesus.
Mary and Joseph.
Last day, baby.
You ready to hike?
Yeah. Get a coffee first.
Let's get Swoop to do the recap this morning.
Good for you.
What do you want to recap?
Where we are, what we're about to do, what happened last night.
So, no, I'm serious. Alright. So we're off to climb the mountain.
Got the peak, not the mountain.
Your voice is gone.
A little bit.
Mine's back.
Yeah.
You beauty. I think we're just ready. We're ready to watch the Aussies dominate the semis and dominate the finals. We're ready to do our show.
Oh yeah, we got a show tonight.
Someone dropped me McDonald's. Hey Drew, thought you might need this. Message me on Instagram. Let's get a selfie. And they delivered me McDonald's.
Any good? It's not safe.
So we were meant to do the hike. This is the van. We got an Uber up.
Oh yeah. Boys. Morning.
Morning.
What are you doing? You not going for a run or? Nah.
Have you seen the peak?
Mate, I've run the peak. Beautiful.
Dead point. You're a really good pointer.
Basically touched the whole thing and the sausages.
Alright.
Okay, so morning fitness is done. We're going to go back down to the hotel, pack up, check out, and get to the last day, finals day. Bang.
Just a little recharge for holiday swoop. Grapefruit juice. Huge.
For Charlton Kirk as well, the big man.
With a splash of
150 to go, first half.
Try New Zealand!
Fans.
No matter where you're from, all around the world, it's one unique, one special vibe.
I think I'm done with the drink, and I'm going to the tea room to try and get a bit of this voice back before I go to work tomorrow. Go away.
Got here nice and early at the Cathay Pacific Lounge. I'm going to the shower and relaxation room.
I just went to the noodle markets last night. I've had enough of that. I'm going to head to the pizza oven right now and smash it.
I brushed all those three. Brushed the pizza oven, brushed the tea house, brushed the shower, and straight to the noodle bar. They've got all sorts of noodles. End up going with the Cathay standard noodle. Delicious. Get to the noodle bar next time you're in the lounge.
Drew's already finished for about City
Got some Hong Kong 7s. That was epic. But it's time for this baby to get some rest.
G'day, please, if you liked the show, well, show us you liked it by pressing like and subscribe so we can exist, because we don't have any more money. We need your support. And make sure you check out our other videos.